chest coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey, hey yo, Nike check.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
First carry here for Joe Mixon.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Third and
that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run with Mixon. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
And a Bengal first down.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Joe Mixon. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now they will throw it with Burrow. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 11 yards there, first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they run with Mixon. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
He was taken.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Mixon with a first down carry. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Second and 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This one hauled in by Sample. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
passing here. Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Complete to Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They start the drive with Cook, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he fires one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Wilson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Wilson's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson being chased out left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
From the 4, it's second and a couple.
Check 55, come on. Check 55. Come on, left, come on, left. Let's go, we got this. 14.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 4 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
To
Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Now Burrow on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts,
gain of 6.
as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On first and 10, Joe Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You can see the thought process there. With his speed, they were hoping he could pop one. Instead, the coverage was good, and they forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Wilson's pass intercepted by the Bengals. Sets up first down and goal at the 3-yard line.
So quite a turn of events. This is first and goal from the 3. Here's a run with Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Easy. Here we go. 35 to Mike. Touch 50. Let's go.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Snags it for the pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
1st and goal.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Push him back. Push him back. Check it back. Check it back. And we got Mike, number 53.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is good.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 36-yard line.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow will throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Touchdown, defense. Undercut.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Once again, they run with Mixon. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Mixon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Number 53.
They'll get this quickly out to Claypool.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
4th down pass. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. From the gun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
57, Mike, 57.
To throw again, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Trey Flowers picks it. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And it's caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
No, I can't go. Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name. How about your respect? Give them more than when I get expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant and said I got good news and I got bad news.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Bengals 28. Seahawks 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LREs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residence.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They run the option on second down. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
They're trying to eat some clock with Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Again, it's Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Third down, Mixon. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
To try again after the sack. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for deep.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line. How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Bengals 35, Seahawks 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
To number 86.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 72 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit.
The fake extra point.
I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Mixon, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 53 flag. Check 53 flag. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
But it brings up...
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Seahawks.
Well,